Hello everyone. So we are going to be discussing on ultrasonic sensors. I am Arutkeerthi of MSP, and yes, I have attached this reference of Ultra Instinct Goku because ultrasonic sensors are precisely used to sense and detect objects that are moving or even non-moving and act according to that. So I hope you get that reference. Today's agenda will be to go through what they are, the history behind them, how they work, why ultrasonic sensors are preferred at many places over others, where they can be used, and we'll have further discussions. To start off, let's start with an innovative a more recent application of these sensors. They are being used on self-driven cars, as in Tesla. So that's pretty much that. What they are. Okay, so they are electronic devices that measure distance of the object you want to detect, and how they do that is by emitting ultrasonic waves, and that is reflected back once they touch an obstacle. And of course, you have piezoelectric crystals that convert these acoustic signals, the waves you're getting, to electrical signal, and that is further calibrated according to the situation. Like if you are trying to detect flaws, it's not enough to have just one piezoelectric crystal that just measures, okay, there is an object there. You want to have multiple piezoelectric crystals so that you know exactly at which location is the object having some dent or some kind of flaw. So according to that, according to different situations, the sensors are calibrated. Before diving into how they work, let's see how it all started. So initially they were used for spying purposes. It was used during World Wars to detect submarines. Rather, not a good way to, not a moral way for of use, but yeah, it was pretty cool. And then it was used for more ethical purposes. It was used in the medical field, and it's good because unlike radiation that took some interest at the same time in the medical field, ultrasound doesn't affect our body at that much, and they are pretty safe to use. So they were initially used for sonography, and later on it was used in the industry too, to detect flaws in instruments that are being manufactured, to detect flaws in the metals and solids. And yes, of course, we realize that ultrasonic waves are pretty non-destructive, and they can be used to test instruments, test objects without changing much of the properties of the object being detected. So I think that ultrasonic waves are a boon. So how they work is that you have an emitter and a detector, both being piezoelectric. The emitter sends ultrasonic waves, and the reflected sound wave come back, as you can see in the figure. It comes back, and those signals are converted to electrical signals, and that is further calibrated, of course, according to the situation I had mentioned earlier. So there are two types of configuration. One is the pulse echo, where you, as in the figure, you have the emitter and the detector at the same place. You can use this for very to detect very large obstacles, uh, because sometimes the object you want to detect is just too large that the sound wave just it doesn't completely go through that obstacle to be received at the other side. But then there are some very small objects where the reflection is just too low, so it would be better to keep the emitter and the detector at opposite ends of the obstacle, so that we can just detect how much portion of the sound wave has gone through the object, to know the thickness of the object or the flaws in the object, and much more analysis could be done. um, so why are they preferred at some places is because one is they have high penetrating power, so detection and even flaws like under non-visual flaws that are under the surface could be detected. They're very accurate and very sensitive. Of course, they are very fast. Ultrasonic waves are faster than sound, so you could imagine how fast they are as proximity sensors. And it's very safe to be used in both the medical field or even the industrial field, where you don't want to destroy your instrument during testing. So they are better than radiation. They're very portable, as I showed. This is the modern day ultrasonic sensor. It's pretty small and it's pretty portable, and it's flexible when it comes to application. You could use the same sensor at many places according to the situation. You don't need to do much work to set up for testing. All you need is the sensor, the obstacle or whatever you want to test, and if needed, you need a couplant. Okay, I think I missed this. You need a couplant between the sensor and the obstacle. The couplant can be oil, gel, some liquid, because we know that sound waves travel faster in liquid, and they travel more effectively without their energy being much lost when it goes to liquid. So it's better to have a couplant if you have small objects and you want to detect them. So yeah, the preparatory work, as I mentioned, is very small, and yes, they are very good for automation. So this is another application as where I'm showing. It's used in radar. It's used in navigation. Ultrasonic waves are sent, objects are detected, so that you don't collide. Like assume you're a ship that's going the dark sea. You don't want to really collide with another ship or another object. So this is where it could be used. If Titanic had used ultrasonic sensors, I think they would have not hit the iceberg. So where are they used? As I've been talking all this while, they are used as proximity sensors usually. So say in during safety systems, or you want to have anti-collision systems, you can use them in industry, automobile, cars, self parking, or even automatic brakes. They are used there. It is used in medical diagnosis. You have every day or almost every month new instruments, new innovation comes up in the medical field only on the basis of ultrasound. It is used in defense for detection of enemies, detection of incoming objects. It is used in communication systems and navigation, as I had already mentioned. And this is very interesting. It's used in cleaning. So this is a picture of an ultrasound cleaner. So if you can keep any instrument that you want sparkly clean inside, you have liquid. So ultrasound is sent. So what happens is the liquid starts vibrating. That needs to clean the instrument, and so that the dust particles on the surface are cleaned more effectively. The vibration cleans more effectively. Lesser liquid is spent on cleaning than usual. So yeah, that's pretty cool, I would say. You get cleaning in big instruments in industry would is made easier because of ultrasound. And a little more new innovation that people are trying to do is trying to make blind people see. So we do know that bats use ultrasound waves to see. They are practically blind, but they send ultrasound waves to detect objects and fly accordingly. So that's basically what people are trying to do. They are trying to have an ultrasonic sensor that senses each object pretty accurately. Now it's in the testing stage though. Let's hope it becomes a reality soon. More new kind of technology that has come is called elastomography. So what they try to do is they check the elasticity of the human tissues at different places. So early stage cancer can be detected using ultrasonic sensors. If the elasticity of tissues is a bit less, it means that, or a bit more, it means that there is a chance cancer could come up. So immediately the person is uh, checked up, and he could be saved before, even before the cancer starts growing more. And yes, you can pretty much use them at a lot of places. You can come up with innovative ideas to use them. So definitely feel free to have a discussion on this with me. I'll be available. And thank you for your attention.